Hi friends, welcome to another gab about some bags. Today's video is a little bit different from other videos in that I don't actually have bags to show. This is more of like an ideas video, more of a chit chat. The topic today will be places that I do not wear luxury. So I'm feeling a little bit hesitant to make this video, partly because I'm a huge fan of wear whatever you like, wherever you like, however you like, and I don't like to have rules around what people do. And certainly I'm not suggesting that what I'm sharing is a rule that other people should not do. But I wanted to share with you some rules I have for myself around when I do not wear luxury items. Some of them are very specific to me and some of them might be a little more general. Um, and I would also love to hear your thoughts and see if about when you will not wear luxury. So let's just get right into mine. The first place I do not wear luxury bags specifically are to like outdoor sports games. My nephews all play sports, especially baseball, and the games are outdoors, rain, shine, otherwise. And typically the seats are just in the bleachers or on grass, and there's really no place to put a handbag. So if I'm wearing a handbag, unless I'm strapping it to my person like a bum bag, and I'm carrying it all day, I'm just not bringing it. Typically the bleachers have stains on them. People have spilled sodas, it's rained, and it's just got like dried up mud, things like that. So for that reason, I never bother bringing a luxury handbag to an outdoor baseball game or track meet or anything like that. It's just not worth it to me to be hauling something that I can't ever put down on grass or anywhere else. The second place that I never wear luxury, or seldom, none of these are never. So another place that I seldom wear luxury is pretty similar. That is outdoor barbecues or family hangouts. So those are typically sitting at a picnic table or lawn chairs or things like that. And I worry about getting my bags dirty or stained for no reason. I can always just put the bag inside the house or inside a car, but by that point it just feels like, why bother bringing it? Like, if I'm not going to actually be able to wear it and carry it and enjoy it and make it a part of my outfit, I'm just as happy to wear a non-luxury handbag or a belt bag or a bum bag that I can keep with me all day and not worry about getting stuff spilled on it. So I just skip luxury generally in those situations, especially because we have a lot of children in my family and they love to say hello and give high fives and hugs and things like that. Next place is somewhat related, but it is outdoor patios or beer gardens or things like that. So in my area, when the weather gets nice, a lot of restaurants and breweries and things like that will have like food trucks out and just have food out in the open. And sometimes they have seats, but just as often they don't. And so it's basically finger foods like hot dogs or nachos or things like that. And people are just kind of walking around holding their beer, their beverage, and their food. And in situations like that, I'm just always nervous that somebody who's already had a drink or two, and that person might be me honestly, is a little bit careless and all of a sudden is dumping beer on my item. So it's just not worth it for me in those situations to carry items that I have to worry about or stress out about ruining. The third place that I do not bring luxury items is very, very specific to me, or I mean, other people do this as well, so maybe it's not so unique. But one of the projects I work on is doing education programs in prison for incarcerated women. I absolutely do not bring luxury bags when I'm going to the prison for that work. It's not that I can even bring the bag into the facility. There are lockers at the entrance before you even go through security where you have to put the bags and lock things up anyway. And probably nothing will happen to them there, but like, why would I bother bringing a luxury bag only to lock it up in a locker totally outside of my control, and I'm going to a locked facility for who knows what might happen. So for that reason, I do not bring a bag that is worth anything more than like a couple of bucks. into the prison with me. For that purpose, I own a Madewell backpack. It's just a black back. I think it still looks professional because typically I do have to bring like papers and folders and my ID and things like that. So I do need to have a way to carry things that are going to keep them flat, neat, and tidy. So I just bring that backpack, and that works just well enough for me. And this is not a place that I don't wear luxury, but I don't wear my items if the weather forecast predicts heavy rains or rain on and off or snowstorm or things like that. I am aware that most leather is fine and you can just wipe it off after, and most coated canvas is fine as well. And even the vachetta, you can spray like Apple Guard on it. I have done that, but I still would not take my items out on a day where it was about to rain. Like if I'm caught outside, I'm caught outside, and I'm not precious about my things, so I'll just wait till I get home and like take care of it. But I'm also not going to actively choose an item that I'm nervous about ruining the leather or the canvas or the piping or anything like that by wearing it out in inclement weather. Also, I prefer not to wear luxury bags if I'm going to do charity work. And charity work is a wide spectrum. So by this, I'm specifically talking about when I'm performing a service where I'm engaging with the persons who are benefiting from the service. So something sometimes I do is not bookkeeping, but managing inventory for a nonprofit. And I do that remotely. I go into their office and I just sit there and I just update the inventory. For that, I probably don't mind bringing a handbag that's a luxury bag because I can just bring it with me to the office and nobody's really interacting with me. But what I'm talking about specifically is situations where either I'm serving meals or I'm organizing a food pantry or I'm doing some sort of education program or something like that, where I am having in-person interaction with the folks who are getting the service. I'm not saying that people should not wear luxury in those situations. I'm just saying I'm not super comfortable. Different from if I'm attending an event that is a fundraiser or something. So for those situations where everybody's just wearing whatever they want, where it's like a party atmosphere and maybe there are a couple of representatives from the program who are there, it is what it is. But if I'm going into a soup kitchen or I'm going into a shelter or I'm going into a veteran's home to actually work with individuals who are living there, I'm just not going to bother with a luxury item for that. So that's my list of places that I don't prefer to wear luxury. I would love to know your thoughts. Do you agree that there are certain places that you're less comfortable showing up with luxury items? Or are you more of the thought that you're gonna wear whatever you want, period, full stop? Both are fine, but I'd be happy to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Take care.